guys, this is Ghost. I have no idea when this video is going up, but chances are it is incredibly out of season. You see, I participated in a Halloween doll swap hosted by Imagination Dream Studios on Instagram back in 2020. If you know how doll swaps work, you will know that you are not allowed to post images or videos or anything about the doll until you have received a notice that your partner has received the doll you made. Unfortunately, due to international shipping restrictions brought upon by the quarantine, I haven't been able to ship my doll for the longest time. If this video is going up, it means that those restrictions are finally lifted and the doll was able to reach my partner. This video was also filmed during the time that I didn't have my computer, and since I didn't have much storage on my SD card, I filmed most of the process using my iPad. I did not, however, film all of it. My partner was the host of this event, Imagination Dream Studios, and I was sent a list of traits they wanted on the doll to have, which were grays, purples, lace, and stockings. They also provided a list of scary monsters and creatures that they like, which were some sort of animal-like monster, something with horns, claws, or fangs. With this information in mind, I drew out my concept art, which is on the screen right now. I'm not exactly sure what she's supposed to be, but I imagine she's some sort of carnivorous witch that lives in the woods or something. I decided to include this plague doctor's mask that I had made for a previous tutorial as it matched the character well, but I replaced the elastic with some classy looking brown lace that I had to suit her better. From there, I made this dress using Dolliteful's Steampunk Lolita dress pattern as a reference. The most detail was put into the hat. I used the witch hat pattern I made for my 2019 Halloween video, and the same lace used for the dress to decorate. I made wire armatures for the antlers and sculpted them using epoxy putty, coated them in gesso and paint to get a realistic look. I also made faux crystals that resembled fluorite out of resin and used those as well as fake moss and paper flowers to decorate the antlers and glued them to the hat. As you can probably guess, this was my absolute favorite part of the doll. I also made a shoe base using the paper mache method and added some mouth modifications to the doll to add in some detailed fangs. Alright, so I'm filming this portion on my iPad because my computer is not fixed yet, but I still want to get stuff done. I hope I was able to proceed this part with work in progress shots of the doll so far that I was doing off camera, and now we are here. So this is what the doll looks like now. She was originally a Hat-tastic Party cerise that I had repainted using markers a long time ago. It was not a good idea, to say the least. And because her mouth was stained to no end, I decided to cut it out and sculpt her a new one. And this is one that I did according to her concept art. I also cut out one of her eyes so I can stick a fake flower in it later. I also added some more realistic sculpting to her body, but I covered it up because YouTube does not like that. So now I'm going to be painting her mouth and her facial features using acrylic paint, doing my best to cover up all of the horrible staining. boots a while ago, and I also used clay to make some claws, just like the concept ones. I'm going to be trimming the boots so that they are the right length. So I put her up on a doll stand here, and I also put most of her clothes on. I made this dress based on delightful steampunk dress pattern that I bought quite a while ago, and I think it looks quite nice. It's just that since it's Monster High size, it's a bit tight on her. I had to patch up that so that her behind is not showing. But otherwise, I think it looks pretty nice on her. I also glazed most of the face up and sealed it in. I did that off camera because I need to get into all the details. I also sealed up her earring using some matte varnish. And now I'm going to finish up her face by adding a paper flower into her empty eye socket. While she's on her doll stand, let's get started on her hair. Now, according to the concept art, she just has her hair all back with 2 braids on top. I made 2 of the braids here, and I'm going to be using all of these wefts made with lavender and silver yarn, and I'm going to be gluing that on her head so that she has a full head of lovely hair. I just kind of weave the front hair around the braids after gluing them on. And since this part and also this part was kind of refusing to lay down, I decided to just pull everything back and tie it in the back like this. I think it makes a really cute hairstyle. There we go. This is the hat I made for her. I used some epoxy to make some antlers, some resin to make some crystals, and I decorated it using some paper flowers, fake moss, and some ribbon. My dog is moving around in the background. So I'm just going to use some pins and secure this to her head. Finally, I decided to give her this plague mask that I made in a video quite some time ago. I replaced the elastic with the lace ribbon that I used in both her hat and her dress, and then simply just going to tie it to her face, like so. I think she looks quite spooky. I put her shoes on after coating them with matte Mod Podge, and they look like this. I was originally going to paint the claws silver, but I ended up making them a little bit more realistic to match her teeth and her bone earring. So now she looks something like this. This little metal cross charm using some cord to it because it looked like this area was a little bit bare. But other than that, I think she is done. Like I probably mentioned in the beginning, this doll is meant for a swap, meaning I will be sending this doll to someone else, and someone else has made a doll for me, and they will be sending it to me. So, unfortunately, I will not be able to keep her. However, I hope the person loves her as much as I do, because I mean, look at her. She is so delightfully spooky. I love her so much, and if I could keep her, I would, but unfortunately I cannot. So the next best thing would be for my partner to love her as much as I do, which I hope they do. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this spooky edition of a doll custom. I don't know when this is going up. I feel like it might go up after, quite some time after Halloween, because I can only show it after my partner gets it, and as filming this video, shipping to the United States where my partner is located is not very good, so I'm gonna have to wait until it opens up. But yeah, I get to keep her until then. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!